Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about an audiobook that I just listened to. But first, we are on the last part. We're going to pull it, and it's a little larger than, as you can see, I was doing it in pieces. This should technically be 2 more parts. But we are just going to open up the last of it. This will finish off Venus and Jupiter. I can't wait to get started on it. Can't wait to finish this one. It's taking me forever, but it's so amazing. And I would love to thank Jatya again for letting me use his artwork for a diamond painting. I was talking to people the other day that I would love to just do customs so they were all one of a kind, but there is no way financially that I will be doing that. I do have a few more customs in the work that I will be working on, but for the most part, most of my stuff is going to be things I find or ones that people send to me. If you look at my Solace Sparkles Facebook page, I actually just posted about a Sailor Pluto one I just received. That one was a request, and I already have somebody who would like to buy it once I finish it. Already thinking about what it's going to look like when it's finished. If you hear something that sounds like an animal hanging off of a screen, my cat is very obsessed with the outside and often falls. Today I wanted to talk about the Audible original I received. I believe this was May's Audible original, so as of right now it is still one of the free ones if you are a subscriber to Audible. I am not backed by Audible. I just like talking about books. This one is called Evil Eye. It is by, and I'm going to butcher this name, I apologize in advance. It is by Madhuri Shikar. It is a series of phone calls, mostly between a mother and daughter, with the father and 2 other characters who I'm not going to reveal thrown in there. It starts off kind of sweetly. It's a mother from India, from New Delhi, who would like her daughter to get married. The daughter is more Americanized. She, from what I gather, was mostly raised in America. She does not want an arranged marriage and isn't even really obsessed with love itself. The daughter ends up finding someone, and it gets increasingly hectic from there. I don't want to give too much away about this. No, I mean, it's only an hour and a half long. It takes place entirely through a series of phone calls, which I think is a great way to do things. The author is very good about being able to describe what was going on while not giving away much detail. Kind of like, for example, she explains an apartment at one point, and while you do not have descriptors to explain what the apartment looks like, you get the idea of how lavish the one apartment is compared to the other based off of the conversation. People who can do that and make it sound natural, that's amazing. Good job. I'm glad you can do that. I love that sort of thing. And I think we're in more of a time where people do not appreciate overly descriptive writing as it is. High fantasy likes to do a lot of overly descriptive writing, which is fine. That's high fantasy. But a lot of people now don't seem to have the patience for it. We have a lot of things we like to do. We want to get through the plot. I'm very much like that. Mary Janice Davidson was one of my favorite authors for a while because her stories, while they do a lot, are quick. There's description, but it moves, and I like things that move. I'm beginning to like stories with conversation more than I like stories with description. A good high fantasy novel, you still need description because things aren't always conversation. But I prefer a good conversation, which is why I think audiobooks have become my thing more and more lately. But back to Evil Eye. Like I said, it's only an hour and a half long. You're not putting that much time into it. In my last hour and a half or so book, I was not a fan of, and I almost didn't pick this one up because I was afraid I was going to get into another teleplay that I had no interest in. This, 5 stars. Amazing. I actually think I will probably listen to it again because it's an hour and a half of my life. I sit here in diamond paint and talk to you guys, and what's another hour and a half back into it? The story, it keeps moving, and I really, really, in this hour and a half, wanted to skip ahead and find out what was going to happen. That's how amazing it was. It's sad. The better I like something, the more I just want to know what's going to happen because I'm worried that it's going to end badly or if it's going to end well. And I do not automatically dislike things that end badly because sometimes they have to. Sometimes a story has to end in tragedy. Not always, and I hate when it's overdone, and I hate when it's done for no other reason than to try to be controversial on itself. I'm not going to mention any stories in particular at the moment. But as I said, this one is still free for this month if you have an Audible subscription. With an Audible subscription, you're allowed to pick up 2 books, 2 of their Audible originals a month. They're hit or miss. This one was definitely a hit. Being that I cannot say too much about it, this will not be a 20-minute video. This will probably be about 10. The voice actresses and actors were all amazing. There goes my light. And there goes my bead. I don't know how much it is actually going to sell for once it's no longer a freebie. So I will tell you if you have an Audible original or Audible account to pick it up. Not that it would probably not be worth the money that it would sell for. I was thinking about it. I mean, they'll probably sell it for $15, and that seems high, but at the same time, how much do we spend on a movie ticket for a 2-hour movie? But I know that we're all like broke too. Alright, everyone. I really can't say more about it. It moves too quickly, and anything else would be a spoiler. But you will love the characters. You will love the story. I did, at least. So if you're into anything like I am, you will. And it's actually daylight in my house right now. So as we do the round, you'll actually see light. Thank you everyone for joining, and I will probably talk to you soon.